So after 3 years of living in Tokyo, I decided to move back home to the US. I filmed the entire moving process, even the messy bits, so I hope you enjoy.
If you dance, I'll dance.
So when I found this out, my heart sank into my gut. To find that out literally the night before the move kind of broke me down. Hello friends! Wow, this whole setup kind of feels like it's about to be a mukbang. There's definitely ramen broth on my chin right now, but please ignore. So I actually just finished recording my video about me moving out of Japan. So if you just hopped onto this video and you are in shock right now, I explained everything in the previous video, so make sure to watch that before you watch this. But anyway, we have approximately T-minus 1 week until I move, which is so crazy and I really can't wrap my head around it. There's so much that needs to be done. So at least for today, what I really need to tackle is just packing up at least 1 suitcase. And speaking of, my partner ordered a suitcase off of Amazon and he said it delivered, but no one came to the door, so I'm just gonna check and make sure it's outside real quick. He said it came already, so let's see. Yep. Oh, yep, it's a suitcase already. Let's try to bring this in. Okay, mission accomplished. Now I have to tackle my closet and just start getting rid of all the decorations. Okay, so I just finished my ramen, so please no one comment on life maybe. So I need to fill up 1 suitcase. Actually, you know, I don't know if you can see, but this wheel is completely busted off. I noticed that during our last move because it was literally dragging on the floor. So I was originally just gonna get rid of this suitcase altogether, and I was just like, shoot, now I have to buy an entirely new suitcase and I have to schedule a garbage pickup for this one and pay for that. But luckily, my mother is a genius. Shout out to Mama Kayo. She's always saving my ass. But she reminded me that there's a service here at the convenience stores in Japan. You could drop off your suitcase at the convenience store and they'll deliver it to your airport terminal. So I don't have to be the one to lug this around on the day of my move, which is already going to be so stressful. Okay, so here's my other suitcase. So this one is the good suitcase that I will travel with. And these are all my summer clothes that I'm not using right now because it's autumn. So I'll transfer all of those into here. Okay, so I completely emptied that suitcase and transferred it to the broken one. So now we will move over to my closet. Oh, it feels like just yesterday I did the closet clean out video. Why does time have to pass me by? Okay, you know what? It is not time to get emotional. Time is of the essence right now. Alright, I cleared out a bit of stuff in my closet. I just left some things that I could wear for this week, but now I have to tackle this mess, and honestly, I think I'm gonna have to start filling up this one too. Hello again. It has been a couple hours now, but I finally managed to pack. This took so much longer than I was expecting, but I'm very happy with the progress made today, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Why won't it start? Oh. Hey friends! Hello friends, it's the next day and today we're going to our local city ward to just notify them that we're moving out. It's not fun, it's kind of like just the equivalent of the DMV. Here's the building, but we can't film once we're inside because it's a government building. So we just came back from, I think, what was our final sushi, and afterwards we were gonna go to the park, but it was so cold today. It kind of feels like the first day of winter, so we decided to go to the 100 yen shop instead. We went to one called Can Do, and they had some really cute stuff today. Like, they had a lot of Sanrio. This one is so cute. So cute. I didn't need that right now because I'm actually trying not to buy things because we're leaving, but I might have snuck in a few things here and there. The main reason I went was mostly to just get these little locks. I'm gonna put these on my suitcases. Also, just essential for traveling, I got some refillable bottles. And this is a little something I got for myself. They had so many of these cute little like Sanrio plushy keychains. They had a Kuromi in black, but I got this lavender one because I think it'd go really cute on my purple backpack. Oh, and my partner got this. Got this little knife sharpener. Look how cute it is! You wouldn't think that this adorable thing would be a knife sharpener, but only in Japan. We actually also have someone who's going to be picking up our sofa. I'm so sad to let it go. And that's everything so far. So I'll see you guys in the next update. Pivot! 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 Okay, we successfully brought down the couch 3 flights of stairs. So I think they're about to meet us in like 5 minutes, so we could just give them the couch. And now we have this empty space. It's feeling so empty now. Morning. Alright guys, we officially only have 3 days left in Tokyo. So someone is going to be picking up our kitchen rack later today. So I just have to declutter that, and while I'm at it, I'm just gonna declutter all the decorations. We no longer need them. So I'm gonna take everything down and I guess put it in the lobby and see if anyone else in this building wants our stuff. It just seems like a waste to throw things away. Now we just have like a gaping space in between our fridge and the counter. Now that we've taken down all the decorations from the rack, I think I'm just gonna continue on with everything in the living room, take down all the plants and everything on the TV stand area. Of course, I'm gonna be keeping Cinnamon right where she needs to be. She knows her place. Okay, now we just have to worry about all the hooks. Can you help me with the big ones? So, we're trying to take off the hooks that the decorations were on, and there is now a hole in the wall. Trying not to cry, but great. Oh god, and it's so noticeable. Well, anyway, now I have all the decorations here, and I'm gonna figure out how I can pile them up so I can easily take them downstairs. Okay, I know I've been saying this for a while now, but we are finally taking our suitcases to the konbini and sending them to the airport. So on our final day, we had to head into Shinjuku to get our PCR test done. We found out that if we got it done in the airport, the travel certificate would be close to $500. But luckily, we were able to schedule a test pretty last minute for a lot cheaper in town.
But do I get some twice gummies? Oh my god, my bias. Queen Mina.
It's our last day. I've been packing this whole time, so I think
Oh my god.
you're negative.
Yeah.
Okay, so they just sent me a code, so I'm gonna find out if I tested negative or not. Hell yeah! Wait, I don't know if it's showing, but it's negative. Hey guys, sorry this is such a weird, unflattering angle. I already packed up my tripod, so I'm just kind of balancing this on the little table that we have left. But anyway, my partner is out right now getting us some food, so I thought I'd just take this time to kind of update and reflect, because I have no idea how much I'm going to be able to actually update tomorrow, because tomorrow's the big move. I honestly don't know how I feel. Earlier today though, when I was coming back from Shinjuku and I was walking home, I just knew that this was gonna be like my last time walking home from the train station to our apartment, and that hit different. I was almost like tearing up, and all throughout today there's like little moments where I would stop cleaning and I would really think about the fact that I'm leaving tomorrow, and I'd just be like, oh no, hold back the tears. These 3 years are wrapping up so fast. Been real, y'all. It's been real. But anyway, I guess this is the update for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Moving day. Okay, bye. I promised you guys some tea, so here it is. So obviously, just by the background, and for those of you who have been following me, you know that I am safe and sound here in California. Everything went well, but it was a journey to get here. I will say that. Also, yes, Tata is my favorite because V is my bias right now. But let's just get into it, because the last 24 hours in Japan were so chaotic. So hectic. So yeah, let's just relive it, shall we? So obviously in that last clip of me just kind of reflecting, wrapping up my last night in Japan, I was so peaceful, so ready to take on the next day. So before going to bed, I thought I'd go ahead and just check into my flight online. I just wanted to make the next day easier and smoother, so I thought I'd go ahead and check in. And that is when I found out that my flight has been cancelled. Hold on, my cat is meowing. I think he wants to come in. And yes, I'm wearing PJ pants. It's very cold. Come in. Yes, come in. I'm reliving my trauma. He's the reason that I moved back to America. Okay, so I guess he wants to also hear the tea. So where was I? So when I found this out, my heart sank into my gut. But I knew something was up, because everything up until this point was going so smoothly, going so well, that something was like off, you know? Like there's no way that this could have all been going this swimmingly. So as you can imagine, I just started crying. I was just so exhausted. I mean, this whole move was just really emotionally taxing, and to find that out literally the night before the move just kind of broke me down. I was unwell, so I called my parents and just decided to let them know what exactly is going on. They were just trying to calm me down and letting me know that like no matter what, we are gonna find a way for me to get on a flight the next day. So my dad said that he was gonna call the airline company and see what exactly happened there. He said he's gonna figure it out and call me back in 15 minutes. So I was like, okay, sure. And in the meantime, I was looking up flights, and the one-way flights from Tokyo to California were around $1,500. And I don't know if you caught the detail in the cancellation, but it said that there was no refund. So I was like, oh, good. Obviously, because of the times right now, flights are really expensive. Knowing that I would probably be out another $1,500 was really freaking me out. Luckily, I finally got a call back from my dad, and my freaking dad just came in clutch. I got on the phone with him and he was like, do you have a pen and paper? Write down your new flight details. So I was scrambling. I got a notepad and I was writing down my new flight number. I found out that the flight that he managed to book for me was going to be 2 hours earlier than my last flight, which was fine. I was supposed to leave at 7 p.m., but instead I was leaving at 5 p.m. and I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. However, just when you think that everything is finally working out, the flight was now from Narita Airport. I was supposed to fly out of Haneda Airport, but I already shipped my blue suitcase, the one with the busted wheel. I already sent that to Haneda Airport because that's where I thought I was flying out of. But at this point, I didn't even care. I was just really grateful that my dad just came through and got me a new flight. So after the phone call, he found out that basically they canceled the flight all the way back in October and didn't notify anybody. Like, I understand that times are really crazy right now and I know a lot of flights are getting canceled, but like they could have at least sent me a notification, just an email, because finding out the night before my big move was not ideal. Thanks, American Airlines. So then I was speaking on the phone with my mom and she said that she was going to try to contact the delivery service and see if they could actually deliver my suitcase from Haneda to Narita. So I was so exhausted by all of this. I did manage to sleep, but the next morning I talked with my mom and she found out that they indeed could not deliver my suitcase. So I was gonna have to be the one to pick up my suitcase and go to Narita Airport by 5 p.m. Honestly, I was kind of preparing myself for that answer anyway. I didn't really see how they could do that on such short notice. So yeah, at this point I was like, okay, we need a hustle. So next I call up my housing company and I asked if we can move our 11 a.m. checkout to 9 a.m. and they were so nice about it. They're like, oh, okay, sure, I guess. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I have like a lot of flight complications. And they're like, it's cool, we'll try to make it by 9. So me and my partner just start busting. Like, we are trying to clean up this apartment. And y'all, when I say it was a mess, this was a freaking shit show. The housing management comes to our apartment and we are still clearing shit out. They were literally trying to do the inspection in our apartment and we're still filling up trash bags, trying to get things out. Like, we were just sweating because we were trying to move as fast as we could. And I'm so sad because we were in such a rush. I didn't even get any like final shots of the empty apartment. Didn't even get to like fully say goodbye to it. So we returned the keys, signed our contract, and we were off. We got on a train and just headed straight to Haneda Airport. So I finally pick up my blue suitcase with the busted wheel, and now we have to figure out how we can get to Narita Airport. So they had a huge chart of limousine bus times, and I know limousine bus sounds like really fancy. It's just like a bus service, basically. The buses were only running like every hour, so we managed to find one that was leaving in about like 15 minutes, and we barely made it on time. And at this point, I finally felt like I could relax. I was like, okay, great. Now we're like finally just heading to Narita Airport, and things will be good. So we finally get to the airport. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna check in and get this over with. But of course, one of my suitcases was overweight, so I literally just had to open them in the middle of the airport floor, and I was like transferring into the other one. When I want to check in again, the line has gotten significantly longer, so now I have to go to the back of the line and do it all over again. But all in all, it went well. I made it. But yeah, that was one hell of a day. The one good thing that came out of this was that my partner was also flying out of Narita Airport that day, so we got to say goodbye to each other there. And sorry, I get emotional thinking about this, but just without him helping me that day, I wouldn't have been able to get my suitcase and just get everything in order. He helped me out so much. He literally showed up to the airport 5 hours earlier than he needed to just to help me out that day. And that's just such a testament to what kind of person he is. And just being a foreigner living in Japan and really missing home and really missing my family, he really was my rock that entire time we were living together, especially through the freaking pandemic Lovato. Like, I really had to rely on him, and he always pulled through for me. When it came down to saying goodbye, we just kept telling each other, like, let's pretend like we're just going off on a Christmas holiday and we'll eventually be back together soon. But we both well knew that we don't know when we're gonna be able to see each other because of everything going on right now. So happy to be home, and I'm so glad I made it home alive. He made it back to Europe alive. But yeah, this part is just hard. Let's try not to mess up the eye makeup that I worked really hard on. So thank you guys so much if you made it to the end and made it through this story time, chaotic as it is. I hope the tea served you well. Also, I never really got to properly thank you guys in my last video that I made announcing that I'm leaving Japan. The comments were so overwhelming. I wasn't really sure how you guys were gonna take it, and just the outpour of love and support from you guys, like, I'm literally speechless. I'm just so grateful, and I love this little community that we have made, so thank you. I hope you're excited to see some California content, baby. So thank you guys so much again for everything, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.